Bob McDonald with you here on the Highlander Activity Network. Game 2 of our doubleheader as Valley City gets ready to take on the Central Cass Squirrels. The Squirrels off to a 2-0 start on the year. Preseason, or actually the second poll that came out here last week, ranked number 5. They were not ranked the week prior, but they're ranked number 5 in the state. In single A boys, Devils Lake number 1, Beulah 2, Kindred 3, Four Winds, Minnewacan, and Central Cass are all in the top 5, with Wabaden, Shiloh Christian, Bottineau, Nedros, and Watford City all receiving votes. And you look at Central Cass, wins over Hillsborough Central Valley, 67-53. And on the road at Grafton, 88-50. Taking on the Highlanders tonight, Valley City. They are 1-0 on the year. The Highlanders opened up the season last Friday, and that was a 76-66 win over Sargent County. And in that game, Mike and Matson, the senior, 33 points. And, of course, they are going to be relying a lot on Mikan to carry a lot of the scoring load, as he was second on the club last year. The gentleman that led the team in scoring is sitting over here to my right currently in Bryson Heck, who, of course, now kicking for Mayville State. And he averaged about 16, 17 a game last year, while Mikan as a junior averaged around 15-7 a game. And now he's going to be asked to do a lot more offensively. And you look at this Highlander team, a very intriguing ball club. 19 kids out for varsity ball this year for Valley City, 9 through 12. So that means they've got a very good JV squad as far as numbers, and also playing one another in practice. They've got good numbers so they can have solid practices. And 3 of those guys that are on this team this year have been hockey players for the last several years and are now playing basketball. That's Caleb McLaughlin, Corbin Powell, and Trey McPartland are all contributing here early on, at least through the first game of the season for Valley City, offensively and defensively. You look at McPartland at 6'6", a wide body in the lane, so he's filling that void right now with Jack Samuelson still nursing an injury. Caleb McLaughlin also nursing an injury. They are on the sidelines in street clothes. And so having that depth that they have this year is good for Valley City. But again, McPartland, he'll give them some size inside to go along with Jack Dieterle at 6'7". They're 2 power guys in the middle. And then on the outside, you have Mike and Matson, who is the gunner from the wing, also can dribble, drive, penetrate, kick it out. And then you have Finn Doctor running the offense and can also shoot from the outside. He, too, is a dribble, drive penetrator for Valley City. So it's a pick your poison. You hit it from the outside, and you got the beef inside that can grab those rebounds. Andrew Sikora also going to get quality playing time this year, and the starting here for the Highliners. We'll have our starting lineups coming up here with our PA announcer Chad Smith in just a bit. Central Cass, and you look at this club, of course, coming off a state championship, the last Class B championship that was played 2 years ago, went undefeated and won the state championship in a senior-dominated team. And many of those players, of course, now have moved on. One, of course, is playing right here in Valley City State in Sam Coppervig. And so they have kind of started that rebuilding process. Just 2 seniors on this year's team, and Riley Hansen and Keegan Peterson. And so as seniors, they were sophomores as they were part of that state championship team a couple of years ago. But a lot of juniors and a lot of sophomore on this Squirrel basketball team. And Coach Matt Norman, and he is assisted by Jordan Haslow, Brett Nelson, Dalton Bartholomew, and Ethan Roeder. And that is a look at these 2 teams. Again, both teams coming in undefeated. Valley City at 1-0 and Central Cass at 2-0. The Central Cass JV won earlier tonight as the JV game was played over at the Bubble at BCSU. And Central Cass won that JV game. We've got the starting lineups coming up with our public address announcer, Chad Smith. That's on the corner along with the tip-off. It's the Highliners and the Squirrels Region 1 boys basketball. That's on the way next here on the Highlander Activity Network.
Good evening and welcome to the Highline Activity Center for Game 2 of our Region 1 doubleheader. Now we'll welcome the Central Cass Squirrels, taking on their Valley City Highlanders! Valley City High School encourages and promotes good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation in this event by supporting the officials and participants in a positive manner. And now let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First for the visiting Central Cass Squirrels. First, a 6'4" junior, number 0, Easton Holland. A 6' junior, number 1, Cash Lorenz. A 6'1" sophomore, number 2, Andrew Ziemer. A 6'1" senior, number 3, Keegan Peterson. A 6'2" sophomore, number 13, Cole Brewer. The Squirrels are head coached by Matt Norman and assistant coached by Jordan Hanslow, Brent Nielsen, Dalton Bartholomew, and Ethan Roy. And now let's meet your Valley City Highlanders! Starting at guard, a senior, number 2, Michael Madsen. Starting at guard, a junior, number 4, Ben Doctor. Starting at forward, a junior, number 5, Xander Thompson. Starting at forward, a junior, number 14, Andrew Sakara. And starting at center, a senior, number 42, Jack Dealey. Your Highlanders are head coached by Jim McDaniel and assistant coach by Mike Lentz.
Well, there are your starting lineups, and again for the Central Cass Squirrels, 6'4" junior Easton Holland, 6' junior Cash Lorenz, 6'1" sophomore Andrew Ziemer, 6'1" senior Keegan Peterson, and 6'2" sophomore Cole Boer. The starting lineup for the Squirrels, Matt Norman, the head coach, assisted by Jordan Hanslow, Brent Nelson, Dalton Bartholomew, and Ethan Roeder. For the Highliners, Mike and Matson, the senior, with Ben Doctor, the junior, Xander Thompson, the junior, Andrew Sikora, the junior, and senior Jack Dearley in the middle. The starting lineup for third-year head coach Jim McDaniel, assisted by Mike Lenz. Of course, the year that the Squirrels went on to win the state championship in Class B, the Highlanders made their first appearance in a state basketball tournament in quite some time here a few years back. Dribble drive, finger roll by Ziemer doesn't go. We got a foul underneath on Central Cass on Easton Holland, his first. First team foul, and we're underway here in our boys varsity. Matson, Thompson in the front court. Sikora comes across the timeline, left-hand dribble. Andrew gets it off to Thompson, back off to Matson, the senior, 33 the other night against Sargent County. Thompson here to Doctor. Doctor right-hand dribble, top of the key. He'll work free throw line extended to the right. Hands it off. Thompson, floater in the lane, misfires. Rebound, back up, and no. Got his own rebound, couldn't get it to fall. And a foul called, loose ball foul called on Valley City, Andrew Sikora. And Sikora will pick up his first team foul. And now in the front court, the Squirrels come down here with Lorenz. Top of the key, Holland kicks it, far corner, three-pointer, good. In the corner, Cole Boer knocks down the triple. Brother Eli, baseball player here for the Valley City State Vikings. Here's Sikora at the free throw line for the Highlanders, down by 3, minute gone, first quarter. Doctor, Thompson, three-pointer, left corner, rim. Rebound, up, down, and then a foul called as Keegan Peterson grabbed the rebound, and then a foul called, and that's quickly going to be number 1 on Dieterle, his first, second team. Squirrels in the front court. Top of the key, Lorenz. Dribble drive, left of the lane, picks up the dribble, goes back up top. Boer, long three, good. 2 shots, 2 threes by Cole Boer. 6-0 Squirrels. 90 seconds gone, first quarter. Doctor into the front court, far wing Sakura. On that right side, inside Dieterle, goes up strong, shot no, rebound on the floor. Dieterle can't control, and it's picked up by Holland. Here come the Squirrels. All the way down, back to the way, shot with the right hand, good by Lorenz, and the Squirrels off to an 8-0 start. Here's Doctor far side for Valley City into the front court. In front of the Squirrels bench. Right side, scoop shot, drives to the lane, no. Dieterle rebound, missed it, up, good. Dieterle grabbed it, first shot, looked like it was partially blocked. We'll give him a putback. We'll give him his second chance bucket there. And it's 8-2, the three-pointer up off the mark there by Lorenz, and Dieterle clears off his third rebound. Jack should clear up on the rebounds as he is definitely going to have the height advantage over everybody but Riley Hansen, 6'5", but he's on the bench for Central Cass. Top of the key, Compson. Dribble drive all the way, right hand layup, no. Rebound, Dieterle had it off his hands, out of bounds, knocked away by Central Cass. It will stay with the Highliners. Doctor will trigger the inbounds here for the Highliners on the baseline. Right on the L in Valley. Lobs it way up top, grabbed by Sakura. Andrew into the corner, Doctor, three-pointer, left side, off the mark. Rebound, nobody yet on the floor, and loose ball grab. Nope, knocked away. Mikan couldn't come up with it cleanly as he knocked it away from Peterson, but it will stay. They're going to give a foul on Madsen. And that's, or on Zach. They give it on number 3. There is no number. No, it is going to be on number 3, Keegan Peterson on the Squirrels, his first, second team foul. Madsen into the corner, Doctor. Finn gets it back off to Mikan. Mikan right-hand dribble. Left hand, dribble drive, in the lane. Could be an offensive foul. It is on Mikan Madsen. Drawing the charge there was Lorenz. Madsen will pick up his first, third team foul. So the ball goes back over to the Squirrels as we approach the 5-minute mark. Here in quarter number 1, 8-2 Central Cass. Dribble drive, Lorenz all the way in, scoop shot, no. Off the mark. And Compson, Zander grabs his second board. Gives it off to Doctor. Doctor into the front court. Swings it off to Madsen, far side. Madsen dribbling in, baseline. Strong in, kicks it off. Compson, shot no. Rebound, Dieterle, yes. Another putback bucket for Jack. He's got all 4 Highliner points. 8-4 Valley City. Here's Lorenz. Back the other way, scoop shot, good. Dribble drive, catch and Lorenz. As Cash now with 4, it is a 10-4 lead, Squirrels. Speaking of 4, that's the number worn by Doctor as it comes across the timeline. Near side, Sakura. Sakura lobbing it inside. Dieterle hits the deck hard. Ball knocked out of bounds. It will stay with Valley City. Highliner ball. 4:16 to go, first quarter. 10-4. Squirrels up by half dozen. Doctor brings in Dieterle, shot blocked from behind, foul call. Holland was behind him. Boer was in front of him. And it's going to be called on Cole Boer. His first, third team. So that'll send Jack Dieterle to the line to shoot 2. And the right-hander's free throw, no. So that's something that Jack's going to have to do. He's going to have to be able to hit those throws because he is going to be getting a lot of time at the charity stripe this year. Right-hander spins it, sends it, knocks it down. Gets 1 out of 2. 10-5, Valley City trailing by a handful. Top of the key, Holland. Dribble drive against Compson. Layup good. Easton Holland's first 2. 12-5, Squirrels. Here's Madsen in the backcourt. Comes across the timeline. Crossover, double team. Kicks it off to Doctor. Baseline, he's double teamed. Try to get it to the cutter. Stolen away. Lorenz back to the way. His scoop shot good. Cash Lorenz with 6. 14-5 Squirrels. That is their biggest lead here in the first half. Doctor comes across. Into the corner, Sakura. Andrew inside for Dieterle. Foul called by Boer from behind. Cole quickly picks up his second, 4th team foul. So he will head to the bench. Zane Blixt will check in. Inbounds on the baseline, Doctor. In the corner, Dieterle. Dribble drive, baseline. Spin move in the lane, shot good. Jack Dieterle with all 7 of his team's points. 14-7, Dieterle 7 and 4 so far here in the first 4.5 minutes. Here's Holland in amongst the trees, shot no. Rebound out of bounds, last touch by Easton Holland. That's going to bring Lucas Christensen into the lineup. Inbounds, Thompson, Dieterle. Lobs it up ahead, Matson. Matson all the way down, layup, no. Rebound grabbed by Christensen. Here come the Squirrels up by 7 as we approach 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Up top, dribble drive, Peterson, Keegan, shot no. Rebound, Thompson grabs his 3rd. Zander, ball stripped, knocked away, stolen by Blix, layup good. Blix with the steal and the layup, 16-7 Central Cass. Doctor in the backcourt. And he'll slow things down as he comes across the timeline, being watched there by Peterson. All the way through, scoop shot, good. Dribble drive, Doctor. He makes the house call, 16-9. Oh, there's going to be several of those this year. On the baseline, here to the near side, Christensen. Back onto the wing, Lorenz. Stop, pop, three-pointer, no. Back iron, long rebound. Sikora had it. It's loose on the floor. Nobody's got control. Finally, it is controlled by Thompson, his 4th. Here comes up Matson into the front court. Has his pocket picked clean by Zemer. Zemer nudged by Thompson, but the layup good by Andrew Zemer. The lead is at 9, 18-9. Central Cass inside 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Doctor to Dieterle. He'll give it off to Thompson. Turns to Matson. Matson on the far side. Dribble drive in the lane. Shot up. Rolls off the front of the rim. Can't get it to fall. Out of bounds. It was off of Dieterle. It'll be squirrel ball. That's going to be Ben Nelson. Benjamin Nelson now will check in. The 6-foot sophomore. He will come in here for Coach Norman. With 1:42 to go in quarter number 1. 18-9 Central Cass. Zemer, left wing, in the lane. Hands it off, Christensen, travel. And the turnover gives the ball back over to Valley City. Tommy Bergen, Roger Kosowski, and Ryan Schneider officials here in this game. Highlander boys with that odd schedule. They played on the 15th. They play tonight. And then they're going to be, or they played last Friday, pardon me, not on the 15th. And now they're off again until the BCT. Reverse layup by Sikora, no, but Andrew's going to go to the free throw line. So the lefty's going to go to the charity stripe. They played on the 13th, that Friday, the 19th, pardon me, I'll get the dates right. Here's the lefty free throw. No. That's going to bring Holland back in the lineup. For Central Cass, Sikora looking for his first point. And he gets 1 out of 2. 18-10. Minute 15 to go here in the opening quarter. 3-pointer up top. Shot no. Dieterle grabs rebound number 5. And now Matson will bring it up the floor for Valley City. Miking across the timeline. Minute to go, first quarter. Dieterle. Far corner, Sikora. Left alone for 3. Off the rim. Rebound underneath. Grab by Holland. Here come the Squirrels. Back the other way. Holland, and then he's nudged by Matson. And Miken's going to pick up his first personal foul. 4th team foul. It is his second. Okay, I had him for 1. Thought that was a mistake, but now they have him for 2. I think that might be a mistake. I'm not sure. Here in the near wing, Nelson. Back up top, Lorenz. Cash stops, pops for 3. Good. Nothing but net by Cash Lorenz. 9 here for Lorenz. Biggest lead here in this first quarter for the Squirrels at 11. Matson in the backcourt. Pass, Doctor. Left of the lane, gets his man in the air, layup, no, foul, and that'll send Finn Doctor to the line for 2. That foul is going to be called on Zane Blixt, his first 15 foul. So Doctor to the line. He has 2 points so far in the game. Free throw, good. 3 for Finn. The Giesler in the lineup now for Valley City. And the right-hander's free throws up. Good. 4 points for Doctor. 21-12, Central Cass. 20 seconds to go, first quarter. Ziemer right across the timeline, right on the logo, to Holland. Hands it off to Lorenz. Free throw line, corner, far side. Boer for 3, off the mark. Rebound, loose on the floor. Who wants it? Nobody yet, and that's going to do it. 4 as finally was picked up by Sikora, and that is the way the first quarter comes to a close. Your score at the end of the first 8 minutes at Central Cass 21 and Valley City 12. Tonight's coverage of Highlander boys basketball is being brought to you by Bridge City Dentistry and Essentia Health. And forget you have it there, it could get messy. That is based on experience. As we start the second quarter, here's Matson on the near side to Doctor. Finn goes down low, Dieterle. Dieterle kicks it onto the wing, Compson. Top of the key, Sikora. Back to Dieterle inside. Back to Compson. Right wing 3, short. Front rim, rebound grab by Holland for the Squirrels. They lead by 9. Pass down court, Boer, stop, pop, three-pointer, good. His third, and he's taken 4 shots. 9 for Boer, 24-12. Here's Doctor, weaves his way through. In the lane, shot, no. Rattles out, rebound by Holland. Down court, Boer, oh, you left him alone in the corner. Yikes. You can't leave Cole Boer alone in the quarter. He is 4 for 5 for triples. He's got 12. As we approach 1 minute gone, second quarter, 27-12, biggest lead here for Central Cass. On the near side, Compson, long two-pointer, rattles out. Third rebound for Holland. Up ahead, Boer in the corner, this time to get on him quickly, and he nearly travels. Dumps it off, Blixt in the lane, Nelson for 2. Ben Nelson's first bucket of the game, and the Squirrels are pulling away in the quarter. Coach McDaniel wants a full timeout. 6 minutes and 44 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. 29-12, advantage to Central Cass. We're back with more Highlander boys basketball. Tonight's game brought to you by Bridge City Dentistry and Essentia Health. This is Highlander basketball on the Highlander Activity Network. Well, we come out of the timeout. Central Cass up 29-12. 75 seconds gone here in the second quarter. Cutting through, Sikora lost the ball. Boer picks up the loose ball. Now into the front court. Boer, top of the key. Nelson hesitates, driving through against Dieterle. Little baby hook in the lane. No. Rebound, and we've got a foul away from the ball on Central Cass. Foul's going to be called on Jackson Deutsch, his first team. Highlanders looking for their first points here in the second quarter. Ball tip, grabbed by Nelson, up ahead Boer, the easy layup. 8 in the quarter, 14 in the game for Cole. 31-12, it is 10-0 in the quarter for Central Cass. Thompson underneath Dieterle, inside for two. Jack now with 9 points. And it took the Highlanders almost 2 minutes to get that first points here in the second quarter. Top of the key, driving through, layup. Oh, the easy layup for Deutsch, his first two. 33-12. The lead is at 19. Here's Doctor. Try to go down low, ball kicked there by Boer. And it will stay with Valley City. Yeah, again, you look at that Highlander schedule. They played on December 12th. They play tonight. They don't play again until the 5th. And then they have 4 games in that week. The 5th, 6th, 8th, and 9th. They'll be at the BCT. They got Lisbon on that Monday night, the 5th, and then the 3 games at the BCT. Here's Doctor in the corner for 3, knocking it down. Finn Doctor with the first triple of the game for Valley City. 33-17. Highliners. Here's Byrne, the near side. Goes up top of the key to Holland. Holland driving through. Underneath, blocked there by Dieterle, and Jack got a little bit of the body, and Jack will pick up his second personal. Team foul number 1 on the Highliners. That'll send Easton Holland to the free throw line to shoot 2. Holland with 2 points, 1 rebound. The lefty good on the first. 34-17. Nelson and Blixt out. Zemer Lorenz back in. Free throw, no. Boer grabs the rebound into the corner. Blixt, he traveled. Zemer traveled the ball as he went to drive the baseline. Turnover gives the ball back to Valley City. 34-17. Highliners trailing. Here comes Matson into the front court. All the way down. Right of the lane. In the lane. Shot up. Too hard back iron. Long rebound grabbed here by Lorenz for Central Cass. Into the front court. Pass. Boer. Left corner 3. Short. Rebound on the floor. Nobody has control. Diving forward is Sikora. We've got a tie-up possession to Central Cass. So the Squirrels will inbound it with 4:39 to go. Here's second quarter, 34-17. Inbounds on the baseline, onto the end. Boer, up top, Lorenz. Long 3, good by Lorenz. Cash Lorenz now with 12, 37-17. Matson into the front court, splits the double team, tried to dump it off, ball knocked away. Back the other way, fast break, transition, bucket, good. And that was Deutsch, she's got 4. 39-17, quick 5 points here for Central Cass to go up by the biggest lead at 22. Doctor, Dieterle from the elbow, no. Rebound, Deutsch controls for Central Cass. Here's Lorenz back into the front court. Cash, top of the key, left-hand dribble, kicks it off to Boer. Boer, left wing past the arc. Back into the near side, Lorenz. Or to shot there by Deutsch, no, and he hits the deck hard, face down, and we got a whistle and the loose ball foul called on Valley City. That'll be on Dieterle, or check that. Well, they're going to give it on Sikora, his second team foul. Not a shooting violation. Christensen, who hit the deck hard, is coming out. Trainer's going to go over and have a quick look at it, make sure everything's copacetic. Boer also comes out. Here's Ziemer. Far side, Lorenz. Dribble drive, baseline. The floater, no. Bodies hit the floor, no whistle. Rebound underneath is Holland, and he can't get it to fall. But he is fouled and will go to the line. That's going to be number 3 on Sikora. 3rd team foul. So to the free throw line will be Easton Holland, shooting 2. Free throw? No. Easton 1 of 3 at the line, 3 points. That'll bring into the lineup for Valley City. Aiden Stanton Ring will come in. Sikora will sit down. And the free throw, Holland makes 1 out of 2. He's got 4. 40-17, 6-0 run here by the Squirrels. Their biggest lead at 23 with 3:28 remaining in the quarter. Doctor far away. Crossover right hand. Baseline cut off there, then try to bounce it off the leg of Peterson. Couldn't. Picked up by Holland. Layup good. As Easton Holland picked up the loose ball and gets the layup. 8-0 run here by the Squirrels in the front court. Here's Stanton Ring off to Compson. Compson circling around, driving through, strong off the glass, too hard. Rebound Holland. Back the other way, Squirrels into the front court. Ziemer on the wing, goes up top to Peterson. 3-pointer, right side, too hard. Rebound back up, Deutsch for 2. Jackson Deutsch with 6 on the putback. 44-17. It was just like that. It's a 10-0 run and up to a 27-point lead for the Squirrels. On the near wing, Deutsch, he's left alone for 3. Boy, can they all shoot the 3-pointer. 9 for Deutsch, 47-17. And there's the jump ball on the inbounds. It'll be Highliner ball. So Valley City will maintain possession on the jump ball. And waiting off the inbounds. Thompson to Dieterle. Gives it off into the front court. Comes Xander. Now to Matson. Dribbles it off his foot. Turnover. Well, the ball goes back over to Central Cass with 2:20 remaining here in the second quarter. And Central Cass leading by 30. Here's Holland. Backs his way in the lane. Turnaround shot with a left hand for 2 by Easton Holland. 49-17. Far side, Doctor. Up top, Thompson. In the lane, Stanton Ring. Gives it back off to Matson. Matson, left wing, driving all the way through. Tried a slide step, and Dieterle got his way. Loose ball picked up by Holland. Holland kicks it off. Now up top of the key, Lorenz. Free throw line. Far side. Blitzed. Shot. No. Shot taken actually by Peterson. Rebound up and good by Ziemer. And the Squirrels right now having their way. And then a foul going to be called there. Matson tumbles to the ground. And a foul called on the Squirrels. Ziemer, his first. Second team foul. Highlanders had a little bit of a spurt, a 5-0 run, cut the lead to 17, and just like that, a 17-0 run by Central Cass. With 1:28 to go. On the wing, Thompson lost the handle. Last touch by the Squirrels. It'll stay with Valley City. And the Highlanders will be back in action again January 5th, and then they'll be at the BCT. And they'll open up that Barnes County tournament. There's a nice pass off the inbounds. Doctor with the inbounds into the hands of Dieterle. Jack in double figures with 11. That stopped the 17-0 run, but then right down court, Lorenz with the easy 2. Lorenz now at 14. And then a steal off the inbounds, an easy bucket for Blixt. 55-19, don't look away. And the Squirrels with that full court press. There's a steal again. That one by Lorenz, down court. Up ahead, Ziemer, layup good. 57-19. In the front court, Thompson, Dieterle at the free throw line. Gives it off, Stanton Ring, Thompson, left corner, 3-pointer, off the, goes over everything. Rebound grab by Blixt. And now Coach Norman says, slow things down here, fellas. So they do. With a half minute to go, shot clock, game clock, about 2-second differential, and hanging around half court is Andrew Zemer. As they will take as much time off the clock here before they start that offense. Watch there by Matson. Zemer to the right hand. Near side, Holland. Holland starting in, all the way in the lane, knocked away by Thompson, gets the loose ball, but then throws it away, picked up by Matson. Matson up the floor, Matson going all the way in, shot no, and a foul called will send Matson to the line. I think they're going to call an offensive foul on Matson. Oh, they are. That is going to be number 3 on Mikan. 4th team foul. And, Mikan, you might want to be careful. He was disagreed with that call, and the official know it. He's got to be careful. In the front court, and he just picked up his 4th, and he got teed up. Yep. And he is done for the night. Matson just picked up his 4th personal foul, and then got teed up for his 5th personal. So he is done for the night. So at the free throw line will be Andrew Zemer. He will have as the first foul was the 5th, so he'll have the 2 free throws. And then he will shoot and then we'll have the 2 the technicals. Zach Giesler now will come in. As he will come in for Matson, who was fouled out. Free throw, good by Zemer. And now he gets the second one. 58-19. Good on the next. And now they will have Cash Lorenz shoot the technicals. And he missed the first. 59-19 Squirrels. Free throw, good. Lorenz gets 1 out of 2. And now the inbounds on the sideline. Zemer will trigger it in for Central Cass with 0.6 of a second. Alley-oop catch and release by Lorenz for 2. On the alley-oop at the horn, 62-19 is your score. We are at halftime. So the Highliners outscored in that quarter, 41-7. We'll break. We'll be back with our halftime here from the Hack. This is Highliner Boys Basketball. Tonight's coverage being brought to you by Bridge City Dentistry and by Essentia Health. This is Highliner Boys Basketball on the Highliner Activity Network.
We will be drawing for our 50-50 card and pull other cards. I should take tickets. Our winning ticket number 362157. Last 3 157. Do we have a winner? 157. Congratulations to Luke Steiner.
Well, take a look at our first half numbers in this one for Valley City. They are led by Jack Dieterle, 11 points, 5 rebounds in that first half for Dieterle. Finn Doctor with 7 points, and Andrew Sikora with a free throw in that first half for Valley City. On the other side for Central Cass, they are led by Cash Lorenz with 17 in the first half, Cole Boer with 14, 9 points from Jackson Deutsch, 8 points from Easton Holland, 8 points from Andrew Ziemer, 4 points from Zane Blixt, and 2 from Ben Nelson. In that first half, the Squirrels had 21 points in the first quarter and 41 in the second quarter. Valley City had 12 in the first quarter and 7 in the second. Highlanders had a brief little 5-0 run to get themselves within 34-17, but then the Squirrels then rattled off 17 in a row to go up 51-17. Highlanders cut into that lead with a bucket from Dieterle at about the 5-minute mark, or just about the 6-minute mark of the second quarter. And then the Squirrels would get, again, 11-0 run from there to end the first half, again leading it 62-19 at the break. After tonight, again, the Highlanders will be off until the 5th of the January, when they will take on Lisbon here at home in a Region 1 game, and then the Highlanders will be heading over to the Barnes County Tournament, and they will have the BCT on the 6th, 8th, and 9th. Boy, the Highlanders, they are utilizing as much time in the locker room as they possibly can. There's only 40 seconds to go, and now they're coming out. And here is something I learned during the BCT when the girls BCT, that if someone from the administration, if a team in the locker room has not gone and gotten it, they don't come and knock on the door and say 3 minutes, 2 minutes, and let them know that half is, if they do not go and get a team, when they come out, even if the clock's at 0, they do got to allow that team a chance to warm up a little bit. And but the Highlanders were told how much time is left, and so now they took a little bit of extra time in the locker room, so they are out. Again, the start of the second half. If you're just joining us, Mike and Matson for the Highlanders is fouled out as he picked up 2 quick fouls in a matter of seconds in the backcourt. One was an offensive foul, and then one was a defensive foul at about the half-court line. And all it took was a shoulder shrug and hands out to the side, palms up, and very out of character for Mikan. And he just kind of lost his cool there for a minute, frustrated, and that was his technical foul, which was his 5th. So he's sitting next to Coach McDaniel here to start the second half. Here's a pass inside. Holland in the lane. Turnaround shot off the mark. Doesn't go. And Dieterle grabs his 6th rebound. It'll be Doctor, Dieterle, Thompson, Stanton Ring, and Sikora, the 5 on the floor for Valley City. There's a steal by Cash Lorenz, being chased there by Stanton Ring, and Aiden can't get the block, but he will pick up the foul. That'll be the first on Aiden, and the first team foul. So that will send Cash Lorenz to the line. And the first one misfires. Another one to go here. Free throw up, and he gets 1 out of 2. Lorenz with 18. 63-19 Valley City. Trailing with the ball. 30 seconds gone, third quarter. Doctor off to Stanton Ring. Right hand dribble, right lane, right on the arc. Tried to go up top, ball knocked away, stolen. Back to the way, layup is good. Off the steal and the layup by Ziemer. Ziemer double figures now with 10. 65-19. Sikora pass in the front court. Thompson, short little jumper, good. Xander Thompson with his first bucket, first points He's got 2. There's a three-pointer. And I think that 3 was by Keegan Peterson, knocking down the 3 ball. His first points of the game, 68-21. Doctor, ball knocked away. Peterson with the steal. Gets it up ahead to Zemer. Zemer layup, good. 12 for Zemer. In the backcourt, Stanton Ring comes across the timeline. Doctor, wanted baseline, reverse layup, can't get it to roll off. Rebound is fought for. Dieterle going to jump ball. It'll be Highlander ball on the possession arrow. Now looking at some other scores going on tonight, Williston, they defeated Watford City tonight, 69-52. Wilton Wing over South Prairie Mac, 68-45. Inbound stolen. Here come the Squirrels back the other way. Underneath, Holland, layup, good. Easton Holland now in double figures with a 10. So far, the Squirrels have all but one of their starters in double figures. Pass near corner. Doctor for 3, off the rim. High archer, rebound grabbed there by Stanton Ring. Onto the wing is Doctor. Dribble drive, baseline. Hesitates, throws it back into the lane. Ball was tipped and out of bounds. It will stay with Valley City. Keegan Peterson is the lone starter that's not in double figures. And he had that 3-pointer. Those were his first points of the game. Here's Doctor across the timeline for Valley City. Sikora. Down low, Dieterle. Off the glass, count it, fouled, and a 3-point play opportunity coming up here for Jack Dieterle. And the foul called on Peterson. That is his second. First team foul. Jack at the line, he's 1 for 2. 13 points, 6 rebounds. Free throw, rattles out. Rebound, grabbed by Holland. Easton will bring it up the floor, all the way down, right down the middle. Kicks it into the corner. Lorenz for 3, rattles in and out. Rebound grabbed on the run by Thompson. Thompson ahead of the pack. Zander with the layup, no. Rebound, Sikora for 2. Andrew Sikora with the putback. He's got his first field goal. He's got 3. And driving the other way, layup good off the glass by Zemer. Zemer with 14. 74-25. Here's Doctor in the front court, left-hand dribble. For Valley City to Sikora, lobbing it down low again. Dieterle goes up strong, no. Foul called there. Holland reaching in. Easton will pick up his second personal foul, second team foul. So Dieterle back to the free throw line. 1 for 3 for Jack. Free throw. Yeah, rolls it off. Can't go. Another one to go. And Jack, 13 points, 6 rebounds. And he sends it up. Rolls that one around and used every part of the rim to get that one to fall through. 14 now. Here's Boer. Left wing 3. No. Rebound grabbed by Stanton Ring. His second. Highlanders coming back the other way with 4:38 left to go here in the third quarter. Doctor near side, Sikora. Sikora, wraparound pass down low. Thompson in the lane. Dieterle shot, bounces around and good. Dieterle now with 16. And dribble drive quickly down. Lorenz kicks it onto the wing. Holland for 3. No, off the mark. Rebound grab by Stanton Ring, his third. And we're about halfway through this third quarter. Into the front court, all the way down. Doctor, no. Rebound, Dieterle, no, but he'll go to the line and get a couple of free throws. That foul is going to be called on Boer. That is his third team. So back to the line is Jack Dieterle. And rolls it off. Can't get it to go. Another one to go. 2 of 6 at the line tonight. Wholesale substitutions. Well, they'll bring in Zane Blixt in now for Central Cass. Lucas Christensen comes in. Jackson Deutsch. Boer and Peterson, the only two starters still on the floor. Right-hander, free throw up. Good. Swish. Dieterle gets 1 out of 2. He's got 16. Check that, 17 and 7 rebounds. Far side, Blixt in the corner. Peterson driving through, layup good. Keegan Peterson now with 5. 76-29, Central Cass, 3:35 to go, third quarter. Up top, ball knocked away into the backcourt. Grabbed there by Thompson. It was knocked away by Peterson. Tried to drive through the lane and a reach-in foul called on Peterson. That is his third. 4th team foul. Not a shooting violation, so the Highliners will trigger the inbounds on the baseline. Right on the hyphen in the Highliners. Doctor on the wing, Sikora. Top of the key, Dieterle. Near side, Stanton Ring. Over to Doctor. Step back, right wing 3, Glass too hot. Rebound, Boer. Cole will bring it up the floor for the Squirrels. Right-hand dribble. Swings it off far side to Peterson. Peterson gets it into the corner. Blitz back up top. Boer from about 23. Off the mark. And Dieterle grabs his 8th rebound. And Thompson, far corner. Stanton Ring. Aiden in the lane. Shot up. No. Rebound. Battle for it. Grabbed by Peterson. Tried to save it in bounds. Grabbed there by Sikora. He goes up with the left hand. No. Doctor with the follow for 2. Ben Doctor with the follow. He's got 9. Here's Blix in the front court. Hesitates. Now drives the lane. Shot no. Rebound. Comes out to the free throw line. Grabbed by Thompson. Zander with his 6th board. Into the front court. Stop. Pop. Mid-range jumper. Too hard. Rebound is grabbed there by Blix. Stolen by Dieterle off the glass. That's too hard. And then the ball is knocked away. Squirrels back the other way. Blix into the front court. Onto the far wing to Boer. Goes back to Blix. Right corner. Now back onto that right wing to Boer. And we've got a foul away from the ball called here on the Highliners, I believe on Sikora. That would be number 4 on Andrew. It is his 4th, 2nd team foul. Ben Nelson into the lineup. Peterson will sit down. Boer comes out. And Connor Lorenz will check in. Connor, the 5'5 freshman. Here comes Corbin Powell. We'll talk about again in our pregame. So those hockey players that are now playing basketball. Caleb McLaughlin still injured, but Corbin Powell about ready to come in. Dribble drive, Nelson goes in with the left hand. No. Rebound, Dieterle, and then Nelson with the foul. Dieterle will grab his 9th rebound. Then Nelson will pick up his first personal, 15th foul. And now we'll go back to the way and shoot free throws. Corbin Powell will check in momentarily here for Valley City. After the first free throw from Jack. 3 of 7 at the line tonight. $17 points, 9 rebounds for the senior. Good on the first one. So now Corbin Powell will check in, and Sikora will sit down. Free throw number 2 coming up for Dieterle. Up and off the mark. Rebound grab by Thompson. That's his 7th. Turnaround fadeaway baseline. No. Rebound reverse layup by Dieterle. There with the rebound and the putback. Has his double-double. 76-34. And the ball thrown out of bounds and last touch by Valley City. Well, Dieterle with 9 in the quarter, 20 in the game to go along with 10 boards. Inbounds on the baseline. On the wing. Blix now gets it off the baseline. Little jumper in the lane. Nope. Rebound Thompson. And he tried to kick it out. It was knocked away. And it will stay with the Highliners. Xander Thompson now with 8 rebounds. And here come the Highlanders with 1:27 to go, third quarter. 76-34. Squirrels with the lead. Lobbing it inside. Dieterle amongst the double team. Turnaround shot, no. The rebound grabbed by Christensen. Actually took it away from a teammate. Now Nelson in the front court. Nelson, top of the key. Dribble a drive. All the way through. Blocked by Dieterle. Get that out of here. Jacks knocks it out of bounds. That's going to bring Blaze Cotton into the lineup now for the Squirrels. Blixt will sit down with 1:09 remaining here in the third quarter. Lorenz brings it in. Christensen back to Lorenz. Connor up top. Near side, Nelson. Left of the lane, travel. Yep. And the ball goes back over to Valley City. Highlander ball with exactly 1 minute to go here in the third quarter. And Doctor will bring the ball up the floor. Comes across the timeline, swings it off to Stanton Ring. Aiden lobbing it in for Dieterle. Off his hands and out of bounds. It will stay with Valley City. Nice effort by Deutsch to try to keep it in bounds. .3 seconds. Inbound, Doctor baseline. Lobbing it up top, Stanton Ring. Aiden dribbling through. Left of the lane, layup, no. Foul called, and Aiden will go to the free throw line. That'll be on Connor Lorenz, his first. And we're all in the bonus, so to the free throw line. Aiden Stanton Ring will shoot 2. The junior. Good on the first. Another one to go here for Aiden Stanton Ring. Free throw up. Good. 76-36 Valley City trailing the Central Cass Squirrels with 42.9 seconds to go. Pass on the far wing, Nelson. Three-pointer off the back iron. Rebound, Dieterle grabs his 11th. Now here's Doctor in the front court. Top of the key. Circles around. Gets it off to Thompson for 3, off the mark. Rebound, Stanton Ring does a nice job to save it in bounds, but it goes right into the bench area, and it'll go to Central Cass. Well, we have a 14 in there. I don't have a 14 on the Central Cass roster, but I'm judging by the height. It quite probably is James Williams. There's the layup by Connor Lorenz. Dribble drive by the Lorenz and lays it in, and there's a long half-court shot that doesn't go, and that is the end of the third quarter. Your score at the end of 3 quarters of play, it is Central Cass 78, Valley City 36. We're back with more Highlander boys basketball. Tonight's coverage brought to you by Bridge City Dentistry and Essentia Health. We're back with more on the Highlander Activity Network. So here we go as we start the fourth quarter. Nelson up top, win, dribble drive, scoop shot, good. And the ball knocked away and rolls out of bounds. It will stay with Valley City. Inbounds baseline. Yeah, they're saying running clock. Here's Dieterle inside, baseline shot, good by Jack Dieterle. And so it'll be running clock from here until the end of the game. Up top. Deutsch. Back to Lorenz. Lorenz dribbling in. Here's a little teardrop, back iron too hard. Rebound, Sikora controls for Valley City. Andrew will bring it up the floor. Picks up the dribble. Now off to Doctor. Doctor on the baseline. A little trouble. Shot block. Rebound, Deutsch. Central Cass back to the way. Down court pass, far wing. Up top to Deutsch. In the lane, puts his shoulder down, goes up strong, shot no. Dieterle clears off his 12th rebound. Doctor will bring it up the floor for the Highliners. Trey McPartland will check in next opportunity here. Blocking foul there on Ben Nelson. That'll be his second. And in comes Trey. Another one of those hockey players now on the basketball court. So now you got the Twin Towers in there with Partland at 6'6" and Dieterle at 6'7". Trey, of course, committed to play football at NDSU next fall. Offensive lineman, defensive lineman for the Highliners. In the corner, Sikora. In the lane. Left hand, foul. Andrew will go to the line and shoot two. And that foul is going to be called on Deutsch, his second. Second team foul. And the free throw by Sikora, good. Andrew with 4. 2 for 3 at the line. Free throw up, good. 5 for Sikora. And 80 to 40. Central Cass leads. Lorenz into the front court. Connor, far side, Nelson. Nelson in the lane. Bounce pass. Cutter was cutting and the ball was behind him. Goes out of bounds. Turnover. Brooks Urbis is our mystery number 14, big 6'3", 8th grader. Pass down low, Nelson. Thank you to Brad Anderson, a buddy from the truck, the radio station over in Central in Castleton. Helped me out there. Here to the near side. Deutsch, spin move in the lane. Traveled. Yeah, thank you. Turnover, and the ball goes back over to Valley City. Again, running clock here in the fourth quarter. 4:39 to go. It has been Central Cass from the get-go. Sikora driving through in the lane, cut off. Puts the shove down, goes up with the right hand, no. Deutsch with the rebound for the Squirrels. Pass here to the near corner, Lorenz. Connor, back to Deutsch. Left wing, driving in, goes up strong, right hand, no. Gets his own rebound, puts it on the floor, goes back, dumps it off. Urbis, good. Brooks Urbis now has 4. 82-40. And Doctor will bring the ball into the front court for Valley City. Highlanders again will be back in action in 2 weeks. On Monday the 5th when they take on Lisbon. Underneath, reverse layup, good. Xander Compson with 4. The other near side is Deutsch. The Squirrels goes up top, Cotton. To Lorenz. Nelson. Right corner, driving all the way through. In the lane, bounce pass, Cotton. Reverse layup, no, foul call. A reach in there by the Highlanders. Compson was coming through from one direction. And that's going to get the foul on Xander. That'll be his first. Team foul number 1 of the quarter. Shooting violation, so Cotton to the line, shooting 2. Good on the first. And another free throw is up and good. The Blaze gets a couple. 84-42. Doctor across the timeline, right hand knee-high dribble. On the wing, gets it off to Compson. Compson to the free throw line, step back two, no, foul called on the Squirrels. That's going to go against Lorenz, his second. Third team. And then the inbounds knocked away. It'll stay with Valley City. Doctor lobs it up top to Sikora. Sikora on the wing. Crossover inside. McPartland. Ball stripped away. Nelson with the steal. Gets it off to Cotton. Cotton into the front court. Cotton all the way down. Cotton goes up. Blocked there by Compson and a foul called. Xander went up and got the block, but they say he got part of the head too. Second foul on Xander. Second team foul. And so to the free throw line. Blaze Cotton shooting two. Rattles the first one out. Another one to go. And good. Gets 1 out of 2. 3 points for Cotton. 85-42 Squirrels. As we hit the 2-minute mark left to go here in this one. Doctor. Far corner. Up top, Dieterle. Near side, Sikora. Nice step back, side move. Down low, McPartland. Trey, then a foul by Nelson. Hey, he got the ball in, but they'd say Trey's been looking pretty good in practice around the basket. Good footwork. That foul on Ben Nelson. That'll be on Ben. That's his second. Fourth team. For someone that's been a hockey player for most of his life. Ball knocked away, loose on the floor, rolls. Grabbed there by Urbis. Jump ball, possession to Valley City. You get somebody at 6'6", about 250, 260. He'll move some people. In the front court, Doctor for Valley City on the wing. As we approach a minute to go here in the fourth quarter. Sikora inside. 10 from McPartland, knocked away by Nelson. Then stolen back by Compson. Shot no, and he's going to go to the line. Xander got the steal, and then his shot didn't go, but he's going to go to the free throw line. Xander with 4 points, 8 rebounds. First one's up, short. Another free throw to go here. It is up and barely draws iron. Deutsch grabs the rebound. Final 40 seconds to this one. Squirrels will improve to 3-0 on the season. And 1-0 in region play. Valley City will go to 1-1 on the year. And 0-1 in region play. They'll be back in region action January 5th against Lisbon. Up top, Deutsch. Dribble drive working against Dieterle. Gets it off to Urbis. Good. Dribble drive, 6 for Urbis, all here in the fourth quarter. 87-42. Highliners can dribble it out. So the Squirrels, second straight game with 80-plus. At 88 their last time out. 87 tonight, your final. Central Cass 87 and Valley City 42. We'll be back with our post game. This is Highlander Boys Basketball on the Highlander Activity Network. Take a look at the final numbers in this one for the Highliners. Led tonight by Jack Dieterle, 22 points and 12 rebounds for Dieterle tonight. Finn Doctor finishing with 9 points, 5 from Andrew Sikora. Also had 3 rebounds and a couple of assists. Xander Thompson with 4, along with 8 rebounds and 1 helper. Aiden Stanton-Ring had a couple, including 3 rebounds. So that's their total of 42. They had 12 in the first quarter, 7 in the second quarter, 17 in the third, and 6 in the fourth. For Central Cass, 4 players in double figures, led by Issa Akash Lorenz with 18. Andrew Ziemer had 14, 14 from Cole Boer, 10 from Easton Holland, 9 points from Jackson Deutsch, 6 points from Brooks Urbis, 5 from Keegan Peterson, 4 for Zane Blixt, 3 points for Blaze Cotton, 2 points from Connor Lorenz, and 2 points from Ben Nelson for their total of 87. 21 in the first quarter, 41 in the second, 16 in the third, and 9 in the fourth quarter tonight for Central Cass. So the Squirrels now 3-0 on the season. And next up for the Squirrels, again 3-0 on the year, and they are 1-0 in Region 1 play. Valley City now 1-1 overall, and they are 0-1 in region play. And again, next up for the Highliners, they will take on the Lisbon Broncos right back here at the Hack, and that will be coming up here on January 5th. That'll be our next broadcast of Highliner basketball. And then the Highliners will head over to Valley City State University for the Barnes County Tournament. That'll come up January 6th, 8th, and 9th. Next up here for the Squirrels on December 30th, they'll take on Langdon Area Munich, and then they'll be on the road at Fort Winds, Minnewaca. That should be a dandy. Couple of top 5 teams. That'll be on January 3rd. They'll be back in region play against Wahpeton on January 5th. So a split tonight. The Highliner girls winning over Wahpeton by a final of 67-50. And then in the game just completed, the Central Cass Squirrels winning tonight over Valley City by a final of 87-42. So this is our last broadcast until after the holiday break. So have yourself a good holiday, a good Christmas, a Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year. We'll see you in 2026 when Valley City will be taking on the Lisbon Broncos, and that'll be on January 5th here at the Hack that Monday night when the Highliners take on the Broncos in Region 1 play. My thanks again to our sponsors tonight, Pucklet Chevrolet, Bridge City Dentistry, and Essentia Health. Of course, also a big thank you to Beckett Ness, our technical director, camera operator, and sound man here tonight. Again, the finals, the Highliner girls winning 67-50, and the Highliner boys falling tonight to Central Cass 87-42. Until next time, Paul McDonald saying thanks for joining us, and so long from the Highliner Activity Center.